Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Sugan. In this video, we are going to learn about how to print concentric square. First, let us understand what is concentric square. If the given value is 3, I need such pattern to be printed. This particular pattern is called concentric square. You can notice that if the given number is 3, the outer boundary is filled with 3 and next inner boundary is filled with 2 and the innermost value is 1. Such kind of pattern printing is called concentric square. Now let us analyze this particular pattern. If the given number is 3, you can notice that how many rows and columns are there? 0 to 4, 0 to 4. So I can notice that 5 rows and columns are there. Whenever given number is 3, 5 rows and 5 columns are printed. Now let us go ahead with one more example. If at all the given number is 4, you can notice that your output should be such a manner. So now let us analyze this particular pattern. If the given number is 4, you can notice that how many rows and columns are there? 0 to 6 columns and 0 to 6 rows. So 7 rows and columns are there. First let us understand what is the relationship between this n value and rows and columns. This particular understanding is very much important. Since by this calculation only I can able to identify what is the size of this particular matrix. This is a 2D matrix. So I should determine what is the size of this particular matrix. If the given number is 3, I can notice that 3 into 2 minus 1 gives you 5. That's nothing but n into 2 minus 1. This is the formula we are going to apply here in order to calculate size of this particular matrix. The same way you can apply here also. 4 into 2 gives you 8. 8 minus 1 gives you 7. So the size of this particular matrix is 7 if at all the given value is 4. So far we have found how to calculate the size of the matrix. Next we will move on further to find how to print this particular pattern. Now let us remove all this thing. What is the first step we are done? We have accepted input value from user, that is nothing but n value from user. So en assign int input enter number. Let us accept a number from the user. After this, what you are going to do is we are supposed to calculate what could be the size of the matrix. So let us calculate size. Size assign n into 2 minus 1. This is the size. For example, if the given number is 3, we are going to do 3 into, now let us make 3 here. Given number is 3. What I am going to do is 3 into 2 minus 1, which gives you 5 as your size. Clear? Now we will take the first example where n value is 3 as your example of this particular program. If at all your n value is 3, you can notice that this particular pattern will be drawn of matrix, 2D matrix. We know that the matrix will be accessed by using its index position. If this is your matrix, this particular first position will be accessed by using 0, 0 and the next value will be accessed by using 0, 1 and next value 0, 2 and so on. Now we are supposed to declare this particular matrix for further execution. So how to declare matrix here? Matrix assign. Here I am going to use list comprehension for declaring matrix 0, which means that initial value I am going to make it as 0 for I in range. I know that the size of this particular matrix, if at all the given value is 3, the size of the matrix will be 5. So it will be a 5 cross 5 matrix if at all the given number is 3. So what I am going to mention is I am going to mention this range value is size. Now I have to mention column for j in range of size. Now what we did so far, we have declared an array of 2D with the size whatever are calculated. Now let us print this particular pattern and check it how it is working. As we know that this particular matrix is a 2D matrix, we need rows and columns. So rows and column iteration can be done by using 2 loops. So let me write for I in range of size. And one more loop for your column for j in range of size. And I don't want this value to be initialize, before that I want this particular value to be printed. So let me print, what's our matrix name? Mat, and your row is accessed by using I and your column is accessed by using J, and for each and every line I don't want to terminate. I want this particular line termination only after a complete row print. So let me give space. Clear? This is a simple program. Just I initialize, I have calculated the size, I have declared the matrix here, and next I am printing the outer boundary. Once this particular matrix is initialized, we can notice that an empty matrix will be formed with the initial value of 0. Now let me execute this and let me give value as 3. You can notice that a matrix has been formed with the same rows and columns. You are having 5 rows. You can notice here you are having 5 rows and 5 columns has been printed here. Now till now we have created a matrix without value. And next what we are going to do is we are going to insert value inside this. Before inserting value inside this, first let us understand how to draw this pattern. How we are going to segregate this one. The segregation is done by 4 different triangles. I mean that you are going to print the same pattern, but what I am going to do is I am going to divide this particular pattern as 4 different triangles. You can notice that I have given 4 different colors in this pattern. This 4 different color is for your understanding, where we are going to print this particular pattern as 4 different triangles, which gives you this particular pattern as your result. Where I am going to separate this uppermost triangle separately, where I am going to write one loop for that, and one more loop for leftmost triangle, and one more loop for bottom, and one more loop for your rightmost triangle. So I am going to write 4 separate loops for printing each and every triangle separately. Clear? Now let us start with our program, where I know that my minimum value is set as 0. So let me give minimum value as 0, and I know that my maximum value is 4. This 4 can be calculated by using size. As I know that my size value is 5, size minus 1 gives you the result 4. Clear? Now let us go further. I want this particular pattern to be printed. For printing this pattern, we should identify how many iterations is required. As we know that for printing my outermost 3, 1 iteration is required, and innermost 2, other 1 iteration, and the innermost 1 I need 3rd iteration. If at all you want to print this particular pattern for the given value 3 iterations is required. My outermost iteration for 3, and next iteration for 2, and next iteration for 1. If at all the given number is 4, how many iterations is required? 4 iterations is required. So your I value depends upon your n value. So I have given my range as n. Now let us write separate logic for printing each and every triangle. Now first I am going to print my topmost triangle. My topmost triangle, let me write condition here for j in range. I have to write my range value. As we know that it starts with 0, 0 has been mentioned by using min. Let me write min here. And what is the end value? End value is max. Max is mentioned by using 4. So let me mention max plus 1. This max plus 1 is, as we know that the range will be executed till end minus 1. So I am giving max plus 1. So it will be executed till max. And here I am supposed to assign value for it. What value I should assign for this particular index position? The user given value. So let me have one variable name called val, and let me initialize my n value. Since I am going to decrement this value, I am not going to disturb my original value. I am going to assign in a other variable name. Now let me initialize. As we know that matrix name is given as mat and assign val. Now we are supposed to identify what is the position where we are going to print this. Just find your row value 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It is constant for this particular first row. So it is printing in a pattern where your first row is I, and you can notice that your j value increases. Column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where you can notice that your j iteration increases for each and every iteration starting from minimum to maximum. So I have mentioned I, j. Clear? Now let me execute this. We'll go step by step. Now let us execute this. Let me give value as 3. There is a small, let us identify what is that. It is printing as 3. Why it is not printing is, you can notice that there is no incrementation and decrementation part done. Now let us do that incrementation and decrementation part. Minimum value will be increased for each and every iteration, and your maximum value will be decreased for each and every iteration. The reason is, minimum value initially is 0. For next iteration, this particular pointer has to go here. Same way, maximum value in the first iteration is 4. For next iteration, maximum value should go here. So minimum value will be increasing and maximum value will be decreasing. And same way, the value what you are printing will be decreasing for each and every iteration. Initially it is 3, and for next iteration 2, and next iteration it will be printing as 1. Now let us execute this. We will be getting right answer. If I give value as 3, you can notice that the upper triangle has been printed. This particular part has been printed. This one. This part has been printed. Clear? Now let us go further and print leftmost triangle. Let me write one more condition here for printing leftmost. Again, let me write for loop for this separate for loop for printing my left triangle for j in range. Now I am supposed to mention my minimum and maximum value. My minimum value is mentioned as 1. So as we know that my min value is 0, let me give min plus 1 as my starting value. Clear? And same way, what is our maximum value? 4. 4 will be mentioned as max plus 1. Since n minus 1, max plus 1. The same way, let me write matrix. I am going to assign value for it. Now let us find the index position of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This increasing pattern. Who is increasing? My column value. J is keep on increasing. So your matrix of J, and you can notice that 0, 0, 0. So it will be constant for complete iteration. So who is he? He is your I value. So I have mentioned Ji. Clear? Now let me execute this and give value, same input value. You can notice that my upper triangle is drawn and my leftmost triangle is drawn. Now we will draw this bottom triangle. For bottom triangle, let me write one more for loop. Bottom. So I am going to write one more for loop for j in range, and here I am supposed to set my start and end value. You can notice that my start value is starting with index position of 1. So we are supposed to mention min plus 1 as my start value, and as we know that what is our end value? End value is 4. 4 in the sense max plus 1 is your end value. Clear? And next, what you are going to do now? The same way we are going to assign value for it. How we are going to assign? We are going to check with the values. We will check here. You can notice that what is your row value? 4, 4, 4, 4. What is this 4? This 4 value is stored in max. So I can make use of your row value as max. And what is this column value? 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2, 3, 4 is being mentioned by using a j loop. So let me mention j here. Clear? Now let me execute this and let me give value as 3. You can notice that up, down, leftmost is done. Only the leftover part is rightmost triangle has to be completed. Now let us write logic for your rightmost part. Right. So let me mention for j in range. Now we are supposed to mention range for it. What is your starting range here? 1. And your ending range is 3. So 1 will be mentioned by using min plus 1. And your ending range is 3. 3 in the sense, if I mention max, max will mention 4. So it will go to 3. Clear? Now, mat assign value. Now check what is the value of your row. 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3 has been set by using your j loop. So let me mention as j as my row, and for your column 4, 4, 4. So it can be make use of by using max value. Clear? Now let me execute this. If I give value 3, you can notice that your concrete square has been displayed. Clear? Let me give one more test case. Let us give value as 5 or something. So what happened? The same output you are getting for the required input. Clear? I hope so you are clear with this particular program. If at all you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.